Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. Please like as you enter the stream. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I'm trying just to share myself out to other people so that we can continue together. If you're here, you can comment. You can comment so that I can know you are around. Yes, Purity, welcome. Thank you for joining in. I'm just trying to share out myself to different platforms. You can also share me out, and I will really appreciate. So in this live stream, it is my first live stream. I've never been live before. So I'm trying to do a Q&A, get to know me, get to know different things about sign language. I posted a post like few weeks ago. Then you did what? You asked me questions. So we are going to answer those questions after I answer some questions about me. You're welcome, Purity. So the first question I might be asked or I would like to answer is my name. Thank you so much, Stanley, for joining in. So the first question I would really want to answer is my name. So my channel name is Nekesa Wangili, but my full name is Rachel Nekesa Wangili. So I have friends from different countries who it is so hard for them to pronounce my name Nekesa. I really love the way they call me. They call me Nekisha, Nexa. I feel so awesome. But my official name is Rachel Nekesa Wangili. So I decided to put Nekesa Wangili as my channel name because I just love my name. It's just awesome. I love it that way. Yeah, and another question is, am I named after something or someone? So the name Nekesa in Luya, I'm Luya in Bukusu, is from a season whereby there was harvesting. Yay, Doreen, welcome. So it is from the name, from the season of harvesting. So yes, the Ojos family, you're welcome. So if you are called Nekesa or Wekesa, Wekesa is for males and Nekesa is for females. So my name is Nekesa. I was born in September. That's when I got the name Nekesa. Wangili is my father's name. Yes. So another question is my favorite color. My favorite color is purple, and I also love white. So my two favorite colors are purple and white. So anything purple, anything white, I just fall in love with it all time, anytime. So do I have any hobbies? I have different hobbies. I can draw. I love crocheting. I have crocheted several things. So I love crocheting. I love creating videos because that's what I do, Sahi, in this channel, in this YouTube channel. I have two YouTube channels. This one, and there is another one called How To by Rachel. I put different things there. And I just love traveling. I've tried reading. I've tried reading books. Reading soft copy books, hard copy books. It's hard. I've really tried, but I'll do it one day. But for now, it has refused. It is so hard to do that. Thank you so much for those ones who have already joined. Please, please make sure that you give a like. You like this video, and I will really appreciate. You can also share. You can also share to other people because I'm doing that right now. So that we continue together. The next question is my favorite food or snacks. So favorite food, I am a Luo, but I don't like kuku. Chicken, I don't like chicken. So I love chapati. I love liver. Anytime, all the time, I can eat liver and chapati. Snacks, everything, chocolate, ice cream, every single thing, popcorn. I love snacks in all ways. Any snack that can be seen in front of me, I can eat. Yes. Another question is if I have any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. I am tattooless. I don't have any tattoos. And the Jones family, kuku is very, I wish. I just love kuku when I see it, people eating, when it is so awesome in pictures, but I don't like it in kuku. It's not my favorite meal. Oh, there is another question. There is another question. Thank you, Wonderful, for hey. Muluyo umenifanya nikamwaga. Seriously? Wanyama Wandabwa, thank you for joining the live stream. Wewe, ndakupata tu kando kando, tutapatana. So there is another question. Okay, so Wandabwa is saying, but that day you insisted you want chicken. Seriously, when? Kwanza sijaonana nawe for a very long time. I have to meet you and you have to buy me kuku now that you said I insisted. You have to. Yeah. So there's another question. How do you sign your name in Kenyan Sign Language? So I will write that down. Thank you so much, Sandy. I will write that down so that I will answer it later when I'm answering questions about sign language. Right now, I have to answer about me. Then I think that will be the last question before I answer other questions about sign language. How do I sign my name in sign language? Yes, it's a deal. Kwanza Wandako, where are you? Unajua unaweza furahi hivi kumbe hauko hii Nairobi yetu and the way there is lockdown. Yes. So another question is I had just answered the one for tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. I'm not planning on getting any. Yeah. So another question is if I have any nicknames. I have many nicknames. Some I might not know, but the one that I know, I will tell. So my mother and people from my home call me Stundu. Stundu is I really can't tell. Like it was a name I was given when I was a little baby. I was so chubby. I guess that's why they started calling me Stundu. Then I have another nickname, Daisy or Daisy. That is a nickname, but I'm called as if it is my name. So most of the people who have known me since I was a baby call me Daisy. But it is not my official name. My official name is Rachel. I'm called Rachel, but they call me Daisy. That's another one. Then oh, my sister is just telling me the reason as to why I'm called Daisy is because the first, like, people, the first dress, the first top I was putting on when I was born was written on Daisy, and it had the flower. So everyone who came in and saw me, they started calling me that. They called me Daisy. So that's how I got the name. But my name is Rachel and not Daisy. Yeah. And thank you, Bossy and Mo, for joining. Hi. And another question is, do I have any piercings? Oh, I had not finished. I'm called Wes. I'm called Wes. Wes, that was a name I was called when I was in high school. Then my name was extended, but Kuitwa Wes, I was called Wesme. So my name is Wes. My nickname is Wes. My nickname is Wesme. So whichever you'll call me, I will accept. I'm also called Princess. Yes, I'm called Princess. So that's a name I really appreciate being called all the time. I'm a princess, a true princess. Si wale wenye huwa wanadanganya. It's a real true princess. Yes, so those ones who have come in, please keep giving me thumbs up. Keep giving me the thumbs up, and I will really appreciate. So those people who are watching, I really love you. This is my first live stream, and I already have 9 people watching. I feel like a celeb. So another nickname that I have is Chesang. Chesang was the nurse who helped my mother to give birth. So she decided whether she's called Rachel Chesang. So that's how I got my other nickname, Chesang. So I'm called Rachel Chesang, but Chesang is the nickname. And another one is Toto. My mom calls me Toto all the time. I'm so old, I'm so big, but my mother keeps calling me Toto. Anytime I call her, she's like, Sasa Toto. I'm like, I'm old, I'm very old, and I'm being called Toto. But I love being called that. Yes, any piercings, I only have 2. I have not put on earrings today, but I have one on this side and another one on this side. So I don't know if I can call one or two. I guess there are 2 piercings. Yes. I don't plan on putting on more. I don't plan on doing that because to me sometimes it looks outrageous. But I don't have any. Like, I don't have any apart from these 2. The ones that I have are only the 2. Yes. Yeah, another question is, can I sing? Yes, I can sing. I can sing. I've sung some songs with my brother, and the songs are on his channel. So you can go and check out his channel and see the songs that we've sung. He is called Professor or Prof Wekesa Wangili. He is also called Wekesa because he was born in September, like me. So go and search for Prof Wekesa Wangili, and you will see my songs. But I can also sing for you. Wewe wajabu, wajabu, wewe wajabu, mfalme wa wafalme, mwenye enzi kuabudu. Sorry for those ones who don't understand English, Kiswahili, but it's just saying that our God is marvelous. He is a God of wonders. That's what the song is saying. Yes. So Another question is, can I whistle? Yes, I can whistle. Uh, hey, not an expert, but I can. I can whistle. Then another question is, can I cook? Yes, I can cook. I was taught how to cook when I was in primary school, around class 4, 5. Those days we used to learn how to cook very early, at a very early age. And when I was in campus, I was cooking for myself because I used to live alone, so I know how to cook. Another question is, am I religious? Am I religious? Yes, I'm a born again Christian and I go to church, I pray, I sing in the praise and worship team, and I am very much born again. I am religious. Then another question is, am I a good friend? This question, according to me, I am a very good friend and a very bad friend to anyone who thinks that too, because I can't control. Like, one person might say I'm a good friend, and another one says I am a bad friend. But to me, I am a very good friend. Yes, I am a very good friend. Another question is, do you swim? Yes, I know how to swim, but I am not an expert. I try, I try swimming, but I am not an expert of swimming. But just getting inside the water and swimming, I know how to do that. I know how to swim. Yes. Another question is, am I weird? I am very weird. That one I can give it to you. I am very weird. This is because some things, I do some things that I'm not even sure if it is me who's doing them. Because, uh, yay, thank you so much, Ondabu. Ondabu is saying that you are a good friend. I can attest to that. Shida, to that. Shida ni hasira. That is true. Thank you so much for saying that I'm a good friend. You're patingine. I'm scrapping off the last part. I'm just reading that first one. You're a good friend. Thank you. Another one is, where was I born? I was born in I was born in Bungoma County in Kenya. Those who are not in Kenya, I was born in Bungoma County and in Kimilili, in a hospital in Kimilili. That's where I was born. Then another question is, do you drink? Yes, I drink. It depends on what specific drink you are talking about. I drink water, I drink tea, I drink coffee, I drink soda, I drink juice. But anything to do with alcohol, I can't drink. I don't drink alcohol. Another question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have four. I have four siblings. In my family, we are five of us. There is a girl, oh, not a girl, a lady. My sister, my big sister is called Stella. Then there is Daniel, who is Wekesa. Then there is Linda. Then there is Doreen. Then Rachel. Rachel is me. So I'm the last born of a family of five siblings. Do you have any children? No, I don't have any children. I don't have any children, but I'm planning to have children when time comes. Yes. If you are another person, would you like to be your friend? Yes. Yes, I would love to be my friend if I were another person. Yes, I love the way I am. So I would really love uh, to be my friend if I were another person. So another question is, what kind of movie do you like? What kind of movies do you like? I watch movies. I like investigatory movies. I like sci-fi. I like inspirational movies and anything to do with faith. I can watch those movies anytime, all the time. And I also love series more than single movies. Yes. Then those are just the questions that I had to answer about myself. Now I'm going to answer questions that I was asked about sign language, starting from how do I sign my name in sign language. So everyone has a sign name, just that you have not been given yet. So the first thing you are supposed to do is tell a deaf person, that is if you encounter one, tell a deaf person your name. So my name is Rachel. So that's my name. I've just finger spelled my name. My name is Rachel. Then my sign name, the sign name that I was given by deaf children is Rachel. That is my sign name, Rachel. So you have to be given a name with a group of deaf people or one deaf person for you to have a sign name. You can't give yourself a sign name. It is a must for a person who is deaf to give you a sign name. You can tell them your name. If you don't know how to sign, you can just write down on a paper. Some of them know how to read. So you can write down on a paper and tell them your name. Then they will give you a sign name after knowing your name. Mostly they want to know all your names, two or three, so that they can give you the sign name. Yes. And another one is what happens to parents with deaf children? So this is a question I was asked by one of my subscribers. What happens to parents who with deaf children? Meaning, like if they have not gone to a school to go to undergo the course, they don't know how to sign, they don't know anything. What happens to them? So there are signs called natural signs and other signs we just make them up. Natural signs are like when you're saying bye. Mtoto akizaliwa na agro anashinda ameona watu wakifanya hivi. And every time you do this, saying bye. So bye, this is a natural sign. Signs are they are natural signs. Like you can just do this and a baby or a child will give you something, or even a grown-up. If I'm holding this pen and you do this, the first thing I will think of is you are asking me for a pen. So I'll just give you the pen. It is a natural sign. So some signs will be used like those ones, natural signs, while others you'll have to create them. You'll have to create your own signs. Brenda Ruto, welcome. Hey, girl. Hey. Then Pretty Sidika is saying some will give you your sign name according to your appearance, character, what they like seeing you with, or what you love doing. It is very true. It is very true. Thank you so much, Sidika, for adding that to what I had said before. Yeah. So that's how they know some signs. And a parent might also do an online course. You can go online and join a class, an online course, so that you can know how to sign and talk to your baby or talk to your child in sign language. That one will be easy. Another way is you will have to learn on YouTube. So you can just go on YouTube. Like I post videos on sign language every time, in theory, in practical, in songs. I do that all the time. Also, Purity Sidika. Purity Sidika is also a sign language teacher. So anyone can go to YouTube and search. You can search anything on YouTube about sign language, and you'll get all those lessons for sign language. You can learn. You can have an online class whereby you go to that class and you are taught one. I also do that. And you can also search on YouTube, because right now YouTube is for everyone. As long as you have bundles, you can just search and get the information. That is how you can cope as a parent. You can cope with a deaf child. So Wonderful is saying, pia yeye anataka sign name. You also want the sign name. You have to find a person who is deaf for them to give you a sign name. So they have to know your name, they have to look at you and decide which name they'll give you. So if you are able to find anyone who is deaf, they will give you the sign. Yes, thank you so much for this, for your support. Thank you to Sidika. You always support me in all the ways. I appreciate. Another question is, um, can I teach? Can I teach in a secondary school with a postgraduate diploma in special education? Yes, you can do that, but if you had not done a course on sign language before, and if you had not done a sign language course, a degree, then later on you do a diploma, you will be allowed to teach, yes, but there are some extra money the government gives you. That's I'm talking about Kenya. There's some extra cash that the government gives you for teaching special education, and that only happens if you have done a degree in special education. So if you have just done a degree in normal education, then later on do a diploma, then you can go teach in a special school. But what you will be paid will be just for the normal teachers, like teachers who teach in regular schools. But if you had done a special education degree, then added another certificate, thank you, special allowance. That was the name I was looking for. It's called a special allowance. So if you have done a degree, then add another one, or just a degree. When you go to teach in a special school, the government will give you a special allowance because you are teaching a special school. Yes. So another question is, there was a friend of mine, a subscriber, who was asking me to help her with geography terms, or how to formulate terms while teaching. So while teaching in class, all you need to do is, some signs are there already. So signs like physical. You can't see me down here because my stream has been cut. But there are some signs that are already there, like mountains, hills. So signs like those ones are already there. So I just have to learn from videos on YouTube. I have posted some videos which have those signs. But another easy thing is, when you are teaching, what you just read the statement, then try and explain using the signs that you already know. So instead of saying a compound word which you don't have the sign for, what you do is you just sign the small things, the explanation of the word. Then the third thing you can do is just write on the board. Just write on the board and ask the children to tell you. Some of them already know these signs. If you don't know, they will tell you the sign. So if they tell you the sign, what you do is you just use the sign and explain to them what you're teaching. Yes, that doesn't apply on sign language only, but not sign language, but geography only, but applies to all the other subjects that you teach in class. You can just write on the board, ask them, they will tell you anytime, all the time. Another question from Brenda Ruto: what are the statistics of hearing impairment in Kenya? What do you mean by statistics? Oh, statistics, the number. That one, I wish you could ask me, like, before this stream, I would do the research. But what if I just do the research, then create a post for you and write it on the channel, and you will see that, and also other people will see that. That will be a very good way to communicate back to you. What are the statistics of hearing impairment in Kenya? So, Brenda, I'll do the research and create a post on my channel so that you can see the post, and we will see what you can do about it so that all the people can come and see and read also and understand about the statistics of the hearing impairment in Kenya. So another question my subscriber asked is, did you do a degree in sign language or a course in sign language? So those people who are joining, please make sure that you like this stream, and you can also share out to other people so that they can come and do what? Like and watch and get this information. If you've not subscribed yet to this channel, please do. Please subscribe to my channel. And Brenda is saying, thank you. I feel like Kenyans need to know the numbers so that they feel sign language is important. Yes, that is very true. So I'll just do what I've just said and help each other in different ways. Thank you so much. So the question is, did I do a degree in sign language or any course in sign language? Yes. I joined Kenyatta University in 2014 to do my degree in special needs education. And under that, I specialized in Kenyan Sign Language. That one, I got to specify when I was in third year. So first year and second year, we just do general special education. You learn everything about special education. All the categories are there about special education. Then when you reach third year, you can choose which category you want to join. So I specified and went for Kenyan Sign Language. Then when I finished, I joined KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Education, to do a certificate, an added certificate in Kenyan Sign Language. So yes, I did a course, I did a degree on Kenyan Sign Language or in Kenyan Sign Language. So another question is, how many sign languages are there in the world? There are so many and there are others coming up. So there is no specific number for saying there is 10 or 100 or 1,000 sign languages in Kenya, in the world. So like in Kenya, you can find that each county has their own different signs, and also in that county, the schools they also have different signs. So I was teaching in a school in Mumias. I was teaching in a primary school, but there was a secondary school or a high school just next to the school that I was teaching. But some signs that we were using in the primary school were totally different from those signs that were being used in the high school. So there are so many sign languages, but each country has one like umbrella sign language for their country. So there is Kenyan Sign Language, there is American Sign Language, Ugandan Sign Language, Tanzanian Sign Language. Each country has their own sign language, but under that sign language of a country, there is there are more sign languages for each person, because as we all grow, as the language is growing, as an English language is growing, Swahili language is growing, also sign language is growing. Languages come up each and every time. Yes. So another question is, why is why isn't there one universal language for easier documentation and communication? So this question is just asking why there is no like one language, one sign language for all the countries, all the places in the whole world. It is not possible because let's take an example of languages in Kenya. In Kenya, there are different languages, considering that there are different tribes. So just the same way there is different tribes and they have their own languages, you can find even a tribe having like 5 or 6 different languages, and it is only one tribe. That is exactly the same way sign language is. So you can't have like sign language for all the countries being the same. But Kenya, the Kenyan Sign Language has borrowed some signs from British Sign Language and American Sign Language. So some signs are the same, but others are completely different. And from Kenya, from different counties, they also have their own signs that they create for easier communication for the learners in that specific county. That's why there is no one umbrella sign language for the whole world. Yes, and another question is, does sign language use the grammar, the grammar of the local spoken languages? No, there is grammar in sign language, but it is not the exact same as other local languages. And this is because sign language is a language on its own. Like it doesn't, uh, how do I say this? hmm Oh God, the word has gone. It doesn't like depend. It doesn't depend on another language. Sign language is just a language on its own, as it is in Kiswahili and English and any other language. Sign language stands on its own. So it has its own grammar and it doesn't follow the grammar for any other language. Yes, Brian Omondi, welcome. Please like the live stream. Brian is saying, hey Nekesa, hey or hi, following the live stream. Keep it up, Mwalimu. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Yeah, another question is, are there some international signs that mean the same thing in different languages? Yes, I have just explained, there are some signs in Kenyan Sign Language that are borrowed from British Sign Language and American Sign Language. So these signs, the same way they are signed in America and the same way they are signed in Britain, they mean the exact same thing that meant in Kenya. So this way, we can use the sign and it will mean exactly the same thing that will be in the other countries. So example are signs of countries. So different countries have different signs, but these signs don't change when we are signing them in Kenya or signing them in Tanzania. So the same way we are signing them, like let's say America, America. If we are signing this as America in Kenya, it won't change. If someone is signing America in Uganda, it will just be this sign. This sign won't change. So the same sign will be used again and again, meaning the exact thing. Wandabo is saying there is no proper records or statistics about hearing impairment in the country as it goes unchecked. This is according to International Journal of Science and Research. Thank you, Brenda. Your question has just been answered. So that is the answer for the question. There is no proper records or statistics for hearing impairment in the country. Yes. So that is the answer for that question. Thank you so much. Another question is, another question is, how do children learn sign language? How do children learn sign language? I might ask you the same question. How do children learn to speak? The same exact way the child is born and is able to hear and speak is the same way a child who is deaf learns how to sign. So when a child is growing up, some parents might not know if this child is deaf or not. So at a certain age, the children might not be able to talk. Because when a child is born and they grow up, they will do the noises, the ba ba ba, the what, all those things. They do them not because they have heard other people speaking or saying the words, but it is just in them. They will do those sounds, and when a hearing child hears their parents saying the words, that is when they start talking. Now, in sign language, you start teaching a child how to sign in early ages. So some parents right now do that just for all the children they that they have. So when a baby is born, they start teaching the baby how to sign. You can go on TikTok and search that. You will see there is baby sign language in TikTok and other places, and also in YouTube you can find that. So parents have decided to teach their children sign language. Watoto wanaona, they see. So what you do is when you do this and say a, the child will also do this. They will do this. And when you continue teaching them, say milk, milk. If you do this, the child will also do the same. The same way mtoto mwenye anasikia, a child who is hearing will start doing the same. When they hear their parents talk, they will try talking the exact same way the parent is talking. So when a child sees the parent doing this, they will do exactly the same. So there are different ways to teach sign language. You can decide to teach a baby yourself. You go online, search for those videos, learn, teach the child. Then you can also take the child to school, make the teachers will help you teach the child how to sign. Yes, Regina. Oh, Brenda is saying thank you and Abua. Kenya should do better though. Yes, it is true. For joy, if you are saying you've joined late, it's okay. The good thing, the important thing is you are here. Purity is saying, oh, the obvious sign like I love you is the symbol is this. So Americans, Kenyan Sign Language also borrow or love sign. Okay, so Spirit is just saying about the signs I was talking about. Some signs are the same in different countries. So the symbol for I love you is I love you. So the thumb, the index finger, and the pinky, I love you. This is the symbol for I love you. This is used in America, it is used in Kenya, it is used in all the countries. I love you. But when we are signing I love you in Kenya is I love you. So that is just the whole word being signed word by word. But the symbol is I love you. Yes. So okay, so Regina is saying happy to join. You're welcome. Please like the video. And Ondabo is telling Brenda, you're welcome, Brenda. Yes. Thank you so much. So another question is, can you be fluent in sign language? Yes. Yes, you can be fluent in sign language. It calls for practice, it calls for passion. It is not just something that you start like someone is learning sign language, so I also want to learn sign language. It doesn't work that way. So what you're needed to do is you start by having the passion of learning sign language, asking yourself why you really need to learn sign language. Then start learning sign language. Do practice each and every time. So when we were in class, our teacher used to tell us to learn sign language, then go to our rooms, look at yourself in the mirror, then start signing so that other people will see, like it's you signing to other people. See yourself signing. Then see where you are doing the wrong thing, the wrong signs, see what you can change, and that way you will be a good signer. So you can be a very fluent signer, but it takes practice, it takes your time, it takes passion, and you have to do that all the time. not just like you have specific days for practice. So you can practice on Monday and you don't practice again until the next Monday, you will forget. So you have to practice each and every time. So another question is, what should I first learn in sign language? What should I first learn in sign language? The very basic thing you're supposed to learn in sign language is the letters of the alphabet. The same way when we are learning any other language like English, we start with the letters of the alphabet. That is exactly how we learn Kenyan Sign Language. So we have to learn the letters of the alphabet. Then we have to learn numbers. Then after that, we have to try and form words using the letters. The same way in English, we learn letters, then try to do the 2-letter words, the 3-letter words. That way, as we continue learning, that is how we learn sign language. That is the basic thing that you're supposed to learn in sign language. Can I teach myself sign language? Yes, you can teach yourself sign language. All you need to do is go online, search for a video of whatever you want, then start learning from there. You ask yourself now, if this person is signing A this way, then I have to sign it that way. You look at your hand and see. If you're signing it wrongly, then you have to repeat. You have also to follow all the instructions that the signer is the person who is teaching you how to sign, is doing or is giving. So all that you have to do. Yes, Regina is saying sign language is like learning any other language. That is very true. Another thing Regina is saying is it's a commitment to learn a new language. It sure is. Then welcome Rachel. Welcome Rachel. Hello. Thanks so much for for this lesson. I have been learning a lot. Thank you so much also for learning. Please like this live stream and it will help me so much. Yes. Then is sign language hard to learn? Is sign language hard to learn? So sign language is hard if you put it in your head. If you're telling yourself sign language is hard to learn, then it is very hard because in your head you've already told yourself that sign language is hard. And sign language is also very easy, very simple. When you tell yourself that sign language is simple, it is just like any other language. The moment you tell yourself sign language is hard, then it becomes hard, even if it is not. So it is easy for those ones who say or tell themselves that sign language is easy, and also hard for those ones who tell themselves that sign language is hard. Yes. Another question is, how quick can I learn sign language? How quick can I learn sign language? Sign language is very easy. So if you have passion and you create time for practicing and learning sign language, then it becomes so easy. You will learn the language so fast. It will be so easy for you to understand sign language in a very short while as compared to a person who doesn't have passion, who doesn't have time for practicing, and doesn't even love the language. Hi, Charity. Welcome so much to this stream. Please don't forget to like. Yeah. So if you have time, if you create time for learning sign language, if you have passion for the language, if you love the language, then you will learn it so fast. In our class, some people are just joining the class and telling themselves that sign language, this sign language has a lot of money. So I'm just going to learn this sign language and go teach so that I can do what? I can get the extra money that the special teachers get. So this person might find it hard to understand sign language, and that won't be like it will be hard for the person to know sign language. This will result to the person taking a very long time to learn the sign language as compared to a person who doesn't feel that they are coming to the class to learn because of money. Jeremy Mtugi. Thank you. I love your sessions. Welcome so much to this live stream, and I really appreciate that. Then there is another question. Can you learn sign language for free? Yes, you can learn sign language for free. It only depends on where you are going to learn from. So if you go on YouTube, find videos, you can just buy bundles and learn for free. Like you don't have to pay fees for that. You can also find deaf friends who will teach you. They are very good teachers. They will teach you their language, and they will really appreciate that you really want to learn their language. So you can learn in those ways. Those ones are free. But the only problem is you won't get a certificate for that because it is free. But if you really want a certificate, then you can find a university, a college, an institute, a place that you can go, pay fees, sit in class, learn, then after that graduate and get the certificate. Mhm. What is the best way? What is the best way to learn sign language? Yeah, so I have written some answers here. I'll be reading out, and if there is an explanation that I'll need to do, I'll do it. So, what is the best way to learn sign language? The first one is take sign language classes. So you can take sign language classes in universities, in campus, or in universities, in colleges, in institutions. It is you to decide. Then you can take an online class. You can do this by talking to a teacher. Then you do one-on-one online. That way, the teacher will teach you. That's an online class. Yeah. Then you can learn online by watching videos. You can go on YouTube, you can go on TikTok, you can go on whichever platform that you can be able to learn sign language and search for the videos, watch again and again, try and practice, and that way you will be learning sign language. You can hire a private qualified sign language tutor. This you can do it online or in person, but you can just hire that qualified sign language tutor, not just anyone. A person who has gone to school, learned this language and got a certificate for it. Then that person will be able to teach you the signs that are true and that are able to uh, help you communicate to a deaf person. Mhm. Then watch and mimic interpreters. Watch and mimic interpreters. We watch Citizen, we watch NTV, we watch KTN. These are channels, they are TV channels in Kenya. So there are always an interpreter here at the corner, here or here. I don't know how it is, but here. So you can just look at that interpreter and try mimicking. When the person signs, you do the same. And also when the person signs, you do that. So if you continue doing that, you'll come to see that these signs are signs that are complete, and you can try and fix them with a word that the person who is talking is saying. So you will be able to say like this, this sign, teacher. So as you continue mimicking the person, the news presenter or the person who is talking on TV, you'll be able to understand these signs. Yes. So that's another way of learning sign language. Then another one is ask your friends, your deaf friends and family to teach you. So if you have a person who is deaf in your family, you can just join and ask the person who is deaf to teach you, and also ask the family members to teach you. Brian Omondi, just a consultant. And please, next time, try and communicate in sign language too in your live sessions, or have an interpreter to help you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brian. I had also forgotten about that. Thank you for reminding me. Next time, I will make sure that I involve an interpreter, or I just interpret myself as I go on. Thank you so much. Yes, so that's another way of learning sign language. You ask your deaf friends or family to teach you. Then another way is use an app. Right now we have Android phones, we have Apple phones, we have uh, all kinds of phones, and we can access apps. So there are apps that are for sign language. You can just download them and learn from them. Some are offline, others are online. You can just use them and you'll be able to learn sign language. Another way of learning sign language is you have to read a book. So you have to buy a book and read. There are books that have pictures showing signs and how you are supposed to sign them. So you can just buy a book and read and learn sign language that way. Then another question is, why do deaf signers make faces? Why do deaf signers make faces? Not just deaf signers, but all signers. And also, this will go hand in hand with the question, why are facial expressions important in sign language? So, deaf people can't hear. When we are mad, when we are talking, someone will read your feeling or how you are from the way you are expressing yourself while talking. But for the deaf people, you have to show the facial expression and the body movement for them to understand what you are meaning when signing. So you can't just say, I am sad, and your face is not showing, or I am sad. Like they can't understand what you're saying. So what you're supposed to say is, I am sad. So the facial expression shows that you are really sad. And your signs are also showing that you are really sad. So I am happy. I am happy. For a normal person who knows what this facial expression means, will understand that this person is not happy, but is just signing that they are happy, which is not true. So you have to show, you have to express yourself using your hands, using your mouth while talking, and also the facial expression and body movement should go hand in hand with what you're signing. I am happy. I am happy. This shows that you really are happy and not signing the wrong thing. Yes. Triford minds. Triford minds. Good job, Nikisa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Another question is, can deaf people talk? Can deaf people talk? Yes, deaf people can talk, but not all of them. Some of them acquired deafness when they already know how to speak. There are people who became deaf when they have like 5 years, or they have already acquired the ability to speak. Others have become deaf when they are old, like all the people. And others can be just like me. If I get into an accident and my ears don't work after this, I'll be able to talk. I'll be able to talk, but sasa signing is what I'll use, and I'll also be talking. But when you are talking to me, I won't hear because my ears are not working. So deaf people talk, but not all of them. There are people who acquired language before, so they are able to talk. Yes. So what's the difference between deaf with small d, DEAF, and deaf with the capital D? There are differences between the two. So the deaf with small d is, this is used to describe or identify anyone who has a severe hearing problem or hard of hearing. So anyone who has a severe hearing problem or who is hard of hearing is referred to as deaf using D small d. So even if you are using this deaf at the beginning of a sentence, you don't use capital D. You will use small d while writing this sentence. If you are referring to a person who has severe hearing impairment or is hard of hearing, then the deaf with capital D refers to people who have been deaf all their lives since before they started talking. So for those people who were born deaf are identified with the word deaf with capital D. So deaf with capital D is for people who are born with hearing impairment. Bridget Oladipo, welcome. Hi. Please remember to give the live stream a thumbs up. So another question that was already asked or answered when I was continuing with the live stream is, what is the sign for I love you? So that was what I wanted to show. And my friend Purity did that for me. So if we are signing I love you in Kenyan Sign Language is we use the small finger, I, then clenched fist, love, then you. If you're just showing to one person, it is you. If you're talking to many people, it is I love you. So these are people like all over. So you have to show them you. So I love you. But the symbol for I love you is I love you. The thumb, the index finger, and the small finger or pinky are up. I love you. Yes. So today I will end the stream there. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate. I didn't know that I'll have this many people watching my live stream. I didn't know that my live stream will be this entertaining and encouraging, because as you can see my live chat is very active. Hi Donge, welcome. Please like the live stream. So this live chat has been so active. I really appreciate everyone who has come. And please subscribe to my channel. Please continue liking my videos and watching. Get more information about sign language. I really appreciate all of you coming. Thank you so much. So I'll end the stream here. I love you all. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.